Hey there, welcome back to Amaize Health as we continue the journey to amazing health. I'm Dr. Thorpe Amaize. Thank you for joining me today. This week we're continuing the contraception discussion as we talk about hormonal contraceptive options. Now, we're only going to be talking about the non-IUD, non-Nexplanon options because next week we're going to get into that. So let's touch on a few key points about each one. So to start off with the patch, usually to use the patch, you want to apply a new patch once a week for 3 weeks, and then in the fourth week, you don't apply a patch. After that week, then you go back to the next one and you start again this in the same process. So using the patch can make your monthly bleeding more regular and cause you to have less pain. So basically for people who have their menses that are either uncontrolled, irregular, it helps to make it more regular and decreases the pain during your menstrual cycle. But it can cause some spotting during those first few months. Things to know about it is that you can get pregnant right after you stop using the patch. It can potentially irritate the skin. So typically what we say is when you are applying the patch, as you're switching from week to week, just change up the locations where you apply the patch. And then this method does contain estrogen. So this is typically not one of the ones that we recommend if you're breastfeeding. So moving right along to the ring. So the ring, you're going to insert it's a small ring that you're inserting into the vagina. The ring is changed monthly. For the monthly ring and yearly for the yearly ring. It can make monthly bleeding more regular and less painful, similar to the patches we just discussed, but it can cause some spotting and increase some vaginal discharge. This is a one size fits all type of a thing, so you're not going to get a different size based on your body size or shape. There's just one specific kind. You can become pregnant similar to the patch again right after you stop this ring. It does contain estrogen, again, not used during breastfeeding. Okay, then the shot, it's called Depo. Many people are familiar with it. You get one shot every 3 months, and some people really like that because you're not having to remember to take a pill or anything like that. You just have to go in for the shot every 3 months. It often decreases monthly bleeding and can cause some spotting or no monthly bleeding at all. And some people do like not having that monthly bleeding. The biggest thing that people complain about with this one though is weight gain. You can get some weight gain. Some people do get a little bit more depressed or have some skin changes or some changes in their sex drive, but it doesn't happen to everyone. And then the other things are that the side effects of the shot can last up to 6 months after you even stop taking the shot. So typically for some people that's problematic, so they decide not to get it. However, using Depo is one of the more effective options for the simple fact that it's not something that you have to remember to change or take. And now we're going to talk about the oral contraceptive pills. So the pills, there are many different types of them, but the two key differences between the pills are that one contains estrogen and one does not, which is a progestin only pill. So for the combined oral contraceptive pill, which is the one that has estrogen and progesterone, you're taking one pill daily. So you typically have 3 weeks of active pills and 1 week of non-active pills. It can cause some spotting. The spotting may last for many months. It can improve acne, can improve some PMS symptoms. And for this one, you can become pregnant right after you stop taking the pills. Some people get weight gain, some people get nausea, changes in their sex drive. But sometimes when you change the brand of the pill that you're using, those symptoms can actually be modified. Now, the key is really taking the pill every day. So similarly, with the progestin only pill, you have to take the pill daily. We typically recommend trying to take it at the same type of time of the day, setting a reminder to remind yourself just to go ahead and take the pill. It can make your monthly bleeding more regular and less painful, just like the other ones that we talked about. You can get pregnant right after. It's just as effective as taking the combined oral contraceptive pill. The key with this one is because it doesn't have any estrogen in it, this is one of the ones that we typically will recommend if you are actively breastfeeding. It can potentially cause similarly some depression or some sex drive changes. And for some people, it's to the point where they do need to switch to a different kind. So basically, again, the hormonal contraceptive options are the patch, the pills, the ring, and the shot, which is Depo. So the key takeaway points for this week are that hormonal birth control options can affect your monthly bleeding. It can lead to some spotting that typically will end up going away. It helps to regulate your menstrual cycle and decrease pain associated with the menstrual cycle. I do want to mention again, though, that it does not protect against HIV. The only thing that can do that is using condoms. They're also more effective than the non-hormonal contraceptive options if they are used as directed. So that's the key thing. You got to make sure you're using them as directed. Okay? So come back again next week. We'll be discussing the semi-permanent or the long-acting hormonal contraceptives and the permanent contraceptives as we continue the conversation on our journey to amazing health. To book me for a speaking engagement or to follow us on social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, it's all at Amaize Health. Or you can see us on the website at www.amaizehealth.com. Be sure to like and subscribe on this YouTube channel. And again, this is Dr. Thorpe Amaize with Amaize Health. See you next time.